541 million years ago, Earth was a vastly different place. For eons, life had been simple, microscopic, or softly bodied. Then, something extraordinary happened. The stage was set for an explosion of life. This was the dawn of a new era, the Cambrian period, a time of unprecedented biological innovation. In a geologic blink of an eye, the ocean transformed from a microbial soup into a bustling metropolis of diverse organisms. This wasn't just an increase in numbers, but an explosion of entirely new body plans and complex structures. It was a biological Big Bang, fundamentally reshaping the trajectory of life on Earth. From the shallowest reefs to the deepest trenches, the ocean became a canvas for evolution's most radical designs. It was here, in these primeval waters, that the blueprints for nearly all animal life were laid. Before the Cambrian, the ocean was dominated by simpler forms, often soft-bodied and slow-moving. These creatures, like the ancient sponges, represented the pinnacle of life for millions of years. The world was truly primeval, dominated by microbial mats and the slow, silent work of bacteria. Oxygen levels slowly rose, paving the way for more complex metabolic processes and, eventually, multicellularity. The groundwork for greater diversity was being laid, molecule by molecule, cell by cell. For millions of years, the slow, steady rhythm of simple life unfolded. But beneath the tranquil surface, something was stirring. An evolutionary crucible was about to ignite. Genetic mutations, environmental shifts, and an abundance of oxygen provided the perfect storm. Simple forms began to experiment with protection, developing the first rudimentary shells and exoskeletons. This defensive innovation sparked an evolutionary arms race, propelling life into an age of unprecedented diversity. And then they appeared, the iconic symbols of the Cambrian, the segmented arthropods, like the mighty Trilobites. These creatures, among the first to possess complex eyes, navigated a world of newfound visual information. With eyes came awareness, and with awareness, a whole new level of interaction within the ecosystem. Their hard exoskeletons offered protection from the elements and eventually from the rise of predators. This armor was not just for defense, but also a crucial adaptation for a mobile lifestyle. The development of hard parts and sophisticated senses gave rise to truly mobile and complex animals. This was the true beginning of the animal kingdom as we recognize it, with all its major phyla making their grand entrance. From the humble sponge to the complex arthropod, life's diversity blossomed. But with diversity came competition. The age of predators had truly arrived. The Cambrian Explosion was not merely a moment of creation, but a cascade of interactions shaping the very fabric of life. At the heart of this revolution were the arthropods, a group that would come to dominate many ecosystems. Their segmented bodies and hardened exoskeletons proved to be a highly successful evolutionary design. They scuttled across the seafloor, searching for food, their compound eyes scanning the ancient waters. Their keen senses and adaptable bodies allowed them to thrive in countless ecological niches. From small bottom dwellers to active swimmers, Trilobites diversified into a myriad of forms. Their ability to molt, shedding old armor for new, allowed for continuous growth and adaptation. This period of vulnerability was a critical factor in the evolutionary pressures for better defense. This vulnerability fueled the evolution of predators, creating an escalating arms race for survival. Those that could move quickly or hide effectively gained a significant advantage. These agile hunters, like Anomalocaris, became the apex predators of their time. With a circular mouth lined with hardened plates, they crunched through the shells of their prey. This powerful predation drove prey species to evolve even stronger defenses or faster escape strategies. This predator-prey relationship was a powerful engine of evolution, driving rapid diversification and adaptation. The stakes were high, and the strategies for survival were constantly evolving. The Cambrian seas were home to some truly alien-looking predators, none more formidable than Anomalocaris. Its massive compound eyes, rivaling those of modern insects, gave it unparalleled vision in the murky depths. This gave it a distinct advantage in the hunt, spotting prey long before it was detected. Then, with breathtaking speed, it would strike, its powerful appendages seizing its unsuspecting meal. This was the brutal reality of the Cambrian food web: eat or be eaten. The emergence of these powerful predators fundamentally altered the Cambrian ecosystem, driving an evolutionary arms race. Prey species responded with new adaptations: tougher armor, faster escape mechanisms, and even camouflage. Camouflage became paramount. Blending into the complex seascape offered a chance at survival. Even the most advanced predators faced challenges in this complex, evolving landscape. The food chain became incredibly intricate, with every creature playing a vital role. From the smallest plankton to the mightiest hunter, every organism was inextricably linked. Scavengers, filter feeders, and deposit feeders formed the base, transforming detritus into biomass. These filter feeders played a crucial role in cycling nutrients and purifying the ancient seas. The entire ecosystem was a finely tuned machine, with each cog reliant on the next. These ancient food chains laid the groundwork for all ecological systems that followed, a primal struggle that forged life as we know it. One of the most revolutionary innovations of the Cambrian was the evolution of complex eyes. From merely detecting light and dark, creatures suddenly gained the ability to truly see their world. For predators, this meant being able to spot prey from a greater distance, leading to more efficient hunting. For prey, it meant a new imperative: to see and react faster, or risk becoming a meal. The evolution of vision created an unprecedented arms race, a relentless drive for survival. The world, once a blurry landscape of simple stimuli, exploded into a vivid tapestry of colors, shapes, and movements. Even simple creatures evolved sophisticated visual systems to navigate and survive. This new sense transformed navigation, hunting, and social interactions, making the Cambrian world truly dynamic. Even seemingly simple organisms possessed rudimentary light-sensing organs, the earliest precursors to complex eyes. These humble beginnings, mere patches of light-sensitive cells, were the evolutionary spark. Over time, these patches folded inward, evolving lenses and forming the first true eyes, like those of the Trilobites. Anomalocaris, the apex predator, possessed some of the most advanced eyes of its time, providing a clear advantage. This sensory leap forward transformed the very nature of competition and survival in the ancient seas. From this optical revolution, a new world emerged, one seen and perceived with unprecedented clarity. The gift of sight fundamentally reshaped the Cambrian world, forging the basis for all visual life that followed. The Cambrian period wasn't just about trilobites and predators. It was a festival of the bizarre and the truly alien. With 5 eyes and a vacuum cleaner-like proboscis, Opabinia defied conventional biology. Its unique anatomy allowed it to hunt and feed in ways unlike any other creature of its time. Then there was Wywaxia, a creature resembling a spiny, armored slug, a testament to diverse defensive strategies. Its unique armor protected it from the increasing number of predators in the Cambrian seas. Even formidable predators learned that some meals simply weren't worth the effort. These creatures, alien to our modern eyes, were perfectly adapted to their primordial world. The Cambrians saw evolution experimenting with countless unique designs, many with no direct modern descendants. Each creature, no matter how strange, carved out its own unique niche in this rapidly evolving world. These enigmatic fossils, preserved in ancient rock, offer us a window into this incredible lost world. The Burgess Shale in particular, a treasure trove of perfectly preserved fossils, provides undeniable proof of this diversity. It's through these preserved remnants that we can reconstruct this incredible, long-lost biodiversity. Trace fossils, burrows, and imprints tell us of their forgotten behaviors and movements. These are the echoes of a world that shaped our own, a testament to the power of evolution's boundless creativity. The Cambrian world was a vibrant tapestry of life, where the familiar coexisted with the utterly fantastical. Amidst the armored arthropods and the bizarre, a humble worm-like creature held a secret that would change the world. This small creature, Pikaia, possessed a simple notochord, a flexible rod that would become the backbone of all vertebrates. This simple structure allowed for more powerful and directed swimming, an advantage in the increasingly dynamic ocean. From this humble beginning, the first true fish-like creatures like Hycoichthyes emerged. Though small and jawless, these early vertebrates were the ancestors of all fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Their agility and ability to sense danger gave them an edge in the increasingly predatory Cambrian seas. The emergence of chordates brought new prey for the great hunters, but also new speeds and evasive maneuvers. This humble creature, seemingly insignificant, represented a monumental evolutionary leap. The evolution of the internal skeletal support provided the foundational framework for all future vertebrates. This was the dawn of the vertebrates, a lineage that would eventually lead to humanity itself. The Cambrian Explosion was a masterclass in ecological diversification, filling every conceivable niche. From the seabed, creatures like trilobites diligently recycled nutrients, ensuring the health of the ecosystem. Sessile filter feeders, anchored to the substrate, created vast underwater filtration systems, clarifying the water. And at the top, formidable predators like Anomalocaris kept the burgeoning populations in check. Each creature, in its own unique way, contributed to the stability and vibrancy of this incredible ancient world. The Cambrian Explosion was a period of intense evolutionary experimentation, filling every conceivable ecological niche. New feeding strategies evolved, allowing creatures to exploit previously untouched resources. Even within the simplest organisms, intricate symbiotic relationships began to flourish. Even in the harshest environments, new forms of life found ways to thrive, fueled by chemical energy. The evolution of active swimming and schooling provided greater protection and foraging efficiency. This diversity also fueled a relentless predator-prey arms race, each pushing the other to new evolutionary heights. Every new adaptation, every new body plan reshaped the environmental possibilities for others. From burrowers to swimmers, from predators to filter feeders, life found a way to occupy every ecological role. Among the most iconic were the Trilobites, dominating the seafloor with their segmented bodies and protective exoskeletons. Alongside them, early forms of crustaceans and other arthropods explored diverse feeding strategies, further diversifying the food web. Perhaps one of the most significant breakthroughs was the evolution of the complex eye, granting organisms an entirely new way to perceive their world. With vision came a new urgency for camouflage and defense, but also refined methods of finding food. The development of sophisticated senses inevitably led to more efficient predation and increasingly complex food webs. This escalating arms race drove the evolution of new defenses, particularly hard shells and exoskeletons, turning many soft-bodied forms into armored fortresses. This was a period of intense evolutionary experimentation, where life explored countless permutations of form and function. Among these early adventurers, some humble forms, seemingly unassuming, carried the blueprints for the future. For within these humble, worm-like creatures lay the genetic code, the fundamental chordate body plan that would one day lead to fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. The Cambrian Explosion was not just about the appearance of new creatures. It was about the creation of entirely new ecological systems. Burrowers carved new habitats beneath the surface. Filter feeders cleaned the water column, and scavengers recycled essential nutrients. This proliferation of life transformed the very fabric of the ocean, altering sediment, water chemistry, and even the physical landscape. From a relatively simple microbial world, the oceans were utterly transformed into complex, multi-layered ecosystems buzzing with macroscopic life. What drove this explosion of diversity? Scientists point to a combination of factors, including rising oxygen levels and significant genetic innovations. Increased atmospheric oxygen, a byproduct of early photosynthetic life, provided the fuel for larger, more metabolically demanding organisms. Crucially, the evolution of master control genes like the Hox genes allowed for rapid, complex changes in body plans from simple genetic modifications. This genetic toolkit, coupled with a dynamic environment, allowed life to explore an unprecedented array of forms, laying the groundwork for all animal diversity we see today. Every creature swimming in our oceans today, from the smallest shrimp to the largest whale, owes its fundamental design to this ancient biological revolution. We too carry echoes of the Cambrian, a testament to the enduring power of evolution and the remarkable story of life on Earth. The Cambrian Explosion was a pivotal moment in Earth's history, a brief but intense period where life truly found its rhythm and boundless potential. Every new adaptation, from sophisticated eyes to protective armor, sharpened the evolutionary struggle. But evolution wasn't just about conflict. It also fostered incredible partnerships and mutualistic relationships. Beneath the bustling surface, an unseen world of burrowers continually churned and aerated the seabed, profoundly changing the marine environment. The establishment of complex food chains and nutrient cycling created self-sustaining ecosystems that would persist and evolve for eons. The Cambrian period, spanning millions of years, represents a time of unprecedented geological and biological innovation, a true crucible of life. Yet, even in this burst of creativity, life faced challenges. Not all experiments survived. Some lineages faded, paving the way for others. The incredible fossil record, particularly from sites like the Burgess Shale, offers us a precious window into this ancient world, preserving creatures with astonishing detail. Each fossil tells a story, a snapshot of life 500 million years ago, revealing creatures both familiar and utterly alien. Some creatures defied easy classification, like the enigmatic Opabinia, a testament to life's imaginative early ventures. Even in the darkest abysses, far from the sunlit surface, life found a way, adapting to extreme environments around hydrothermal vents. At its heart, the Cambrian Explosion was a triumph of genetic innovation, a period where the fundamental rules of animal body plans were written. The genetic toolkit developed during this time provided an unprecedented palette for evolution, shaping the very blueprint of multicellular life. Every animal that has ever existed, including ourselves, ultimately traces its ancestral lineage and fundamental body plan back to these extraordinary Cambrian pioneers. The breathtaking biodiversity of our modern oceans is a direct legacy of the choices, experiments, and triumphs of the Cambrian Explosion. The ancient foundations laid during the Cambrian period continue to support the astounding variety of life that graces our planet today. The story of the Cambrian Explosion reminds us of the incredible dynamism of life, constantly adapting, innovating, and shaping our living planet. And so, the legacy of the Cambrian Explosion lives on, a fundamental chapter in the grand unfolding epic of life on Earth.